All right, jumping into Final Fantasy XII. So it's gotten a little bit crazy. We are now going again into Final Fantasy XII, and yeah, it's a brand new series. We're gonna do 11 more as like a stream, but Final Fantasy XII is more of a I don't know. It's more of just like a another playthrough. Like, kind of how we do 10, how we do 10-2, how we do all of it. But let's, new game and see what's up. There's New Game Plus. I mean, we're just probably going to start a new game. No use of experience in this one. I mean, high. That's the good thing about playing old games, I'll tell you that much. It's so much easier to like just max out graphic settings. We'll turn that on. Subtitles on. We do original actually. Start a new game. Let's do it. I should have probably changed controls. That's probably a mistake on my part, but I can do that later. Because right now X is cancel and O is confirm, which always throws me off a little bit. Square Enix presents. We're just gonna let this play. Beautiful opening cinematic.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Far on.
An attack by both land and air, our kingdom will stand little.
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbano with all haste.
I will go. And I will go at his side.
Yeah, it's quite a lengthy opening movie.
Galtea stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
We must withdraw! No! The paling still stands! Shield your sight, their failing light.
Yeah, they could have used some guards.
The paling's fallen! Then it's over! For my father. For my father! Lord Raslo!
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
I don't remember this scene. Is this new? I think that might be new. I probably just don't remember it, honestly.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march.
I was always curious about those
With Lord
green
Rasla's
areas.
beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the Order of the Knights of Dalmasca ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender.
I mean, that's fair.
Lord Romanos, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
Marquis Andor the Fourth. It's an important character for this this game.
Can you hear me?
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland.
Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand?
Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Bossler, go ahead.
I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
I'm most familiar with the PS2 version. They definitely did a great job remastering this. I have played this version before, but not in 4K. It's great.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it.
We move!
And there it is. Like I said, quite a long opening scene. We can use that to look around. Yeah. Use the left stick to move. That's all good. Yeah, like 13 minutes. 12, 13 minute opening scene. Do you see the marker above my head? That's a talk icon. You can talk to any character showing one of these. To talk to someone, approach them and press B. Try talking to your friend by the gate. Life is worth too much to throw away, Rex. Do what you can, but don't try to be a hero. Save the hero stories for your brother once we're back in Rabanastre. Just listen to the captain and we'll get through this. We'll enter the fortress through this gate. We must go. Listen to Captain Bosch, Rex. We're heading in through the gate. We'll enter the fortress through this gate. We must go. See the marker above your head? So it's basically talking about how to interact. That's called an action icon. One of these will appear when you approach a door, a switch, an item, or the like. To learn more about what you found, walk closer and the icon will change. Then press B. Now try to open the gate. Well, circle for us, but computer recognizes it all as an Xbox controller. It is time. We will drive back any Imperial stand between us and the king. Dalmasca's future hangs in the balance. Stay focused on the foes before you, Rex. I will watch the rearward. You can open the party menu by pressing triangle. From the party menu, you can examine your equipment and inventory. That's what I was trying to do before. That red line is a hostile target line. Take heed, you're being targeted. When a foe targets you, the line is red. When you target a foe, the line is blue. If you see a red line, look for foes at once. If they are not readily apparent, use R to look around. When you found them, press B to open the battle menu. Once you've selected attack and target a foe, close distance using L. You can change targets or actions at any time. If your HP falls, press B and select items. After you use an item, you'll automatically resume your previous action. There's no need to input your commands again. You can do it, Rex. Show me. Oops. Oh, I'm trying to... I guess I can't do that. It won't let me, Huh. That's so interesting. Is there like one specific for... Oh, there it is. Oh, they know. They know. Okay, cool. Okay, that's so much better. So we can use thunder on this guy. I am gonna make some changes here. Specifically, I'm impatient, so battle speed fast. Battle mode active. I like active because it's harder. If it gets really crazy, I'll disable it, but I think active is fun. Basically, it means I don't have time to make selections. I gotta make them now because
Captain?
Enemies will actively be taking actions while I'm trying to figure it out. This might be like my second favorite Final Fantasy ever. This is such a fun game. I love this game. I've been looking forward to this the entire time. I started this whole idea of playing through every single series. See? Aircutter Remora keeps on moving. Everyone keeps on moving as I make these actions. It's harder, but it's fun. Yeah, and there's always a guy just like helping you. You can always, you can also, I should say, you can also target allies. So like we could really try to like ruin our allies' day. Looks like we don't do it in time though, before we defeat Aircutter Remora. Like most games ever, it's almost impossible to die early on. And Bosch here is going to use something called a quickening. We're going to touch on this much later, but it is like an overdrive or a limit break or whatever comparison you want to make.
My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
I'm going to actually lower the volume a little bit. I feel like it's kind of loud.
You've laid to retire. Well fought. My thanks, Antlion. Tunberry disengaging.
I do like how they name ships after like monsters and stuff. That's kind of cool. Oh, unlucky. Didn't get the final strike, didn't get the experience. Hey, we did it. We got a potion. Aw. Nothing, dude. Nothing. There's no simple way through the fortress. The mini-map at the top right of your screen may not be enough to gain your bearings. Should you lose your way, consult your location map with back. This will bring up the map of the fortress we gave you before we set out. If you still find yourself at a loss, pressing the left stick will allow you to view the location map as you move. Navigate your way through as you see fit. So this, I believe, is where we can get experience. It is possible to max level with Rex early on here.
Captain Ivalice has fallen.
Don't talk such nonsense.
Men like him don't die in places like this.
The face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this.
That's right, Bosch. Took the words out of my mouth. Or I took him out of yours.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
I do like how they're like, there's no simple way through the fortress. This is actually super easy. There are several enemy soldiers beyond this point. However, Rex, there is no need to destroy them all. Sometimes it's necessary to escape. The RT command can allow you to abandon the fight with an enemy and run away. Escaping from a pointless battle is nothing to be ashamed about. Yeah, you can actually flee here. Basically, like, I won't interact with them and I'll just be running. You can also claim treasure. So I get like a potion there, and again, this is a beautiful game. This is great. I love this. I think I was wrong. I can get experience here, but not yet. Like, it's coming up. This is the wrong way, but we're going to go that way. We just got to explore everything, man. Yeah, and then this is where you can kind of see the map. Oops. Accidentally activated the speed up. There we got experience. Yeah, you can kind of see in the upper right hand corner. So you'll see those two times or two arrows. That means that I'm doing like ×2 speed. And then you just, you know, when that's gone, it's no longer fast. This is a save crystal, Rex. You can save your progress by approaching a save crystal and pressing A. Touching one of the crystals will also fully restore your HP and MP. Though you will gradually recover MP as you move about, it can take some time. Do not miss this opportunity to refresh yourself and your allies. There is more I would tell you, but we've no time. Heed the lessons of the battlefield and you will do well. Come, we must reach His Majesty before it's too late. I want to say this is where we break off.
Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Fight well.
Yeah, this is like the area where we can die, 100%. But we can also get experience, right? So we can get stronger and all that stuff. And we also you also see something called a chain in the bottom right hand corner. So if we defeat enemies, I think of the same like type or species, that chain will keep on going up and we'll get more value from it. So the more enemies you can chain together, the better. If you touch a save crystal like I just did, that breaks the chain. Also, sometimes if you just enter an area with a save crystal, it'll break like a hub, like a city or something. So it can be broken that way. There's also something called a reverse chain that I feel like not many people know about, but it triggers upon breaking a chain, and it's I think when you defeat enemies of unlike types, or it's immediately once you like break a chain. To be honest, it's not really worth it. Chaining is so much better than reverse chaining. I think it's still a thing. I only know about it because, and this is so nerdy, as a kid, I would literally just read the strategy book, like, for fun. Like, that was fun to me. So, I wasn't playing the game. I was just reading the strategy book, you know? So, yeah, that was, that's what I did. And 12 was one of the games I just sunk my life into as a kid. So, know a lot about it for sure. We're kind of low, so we can burn a potion here. We have many potions. We're not going to run out. It's just, you know, a damn near infinite amount of potions. I'm actually interested too, because I've been here before and I've grinded this area hundreds of times, but I'm not an International Zodiac version expert. Like, they've added things that are new to me. Even that cutscene, I think it was new. I don't remember seeing like crows or anything like that, or I feel like that's new. Yeah, we're gonna see us go up to another level. It's gonna make us stronger. You can kind of see stats here on the left. You'll see the stats that apply to our character. There's also something called a license board where we won't use that with Rex. We'll use that with someone else. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and grind all day. I do... Oh, you also drop money. Enemies do drop money when they're humanoid. But only if they're humanoid. The only reason I'm doing what I'm doing right now is I just want to kind of check out everything before I call it quits and progress the story. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything new that might have been added in this version. Also, if you go 2 loading zones away, generally monsters will, I shouldn't say monsters, enemies will respawn. So this hallway area should be filled with enemies. Ooh, he blocked. Good for him, man. 7 Jane. Good stuff. Yeah, I like the action rather than the weight. The weight's really good in tough fights. And then when you're in a situation like this where we don't really care, then you, well, don't really care. You can just, you know, keep on moving. You can do whatever you need to do, honestly. Like, we're good. We're good. We're killing it. We're having a good time. There it is. And I did want to show that too. With higher chains, the drop object changes, which mostly just is supposed to signify, like, hey, you got something cool. Like, it's not supposed to be that different. But yeah. We got that. I don't remember if they drop anything that cool. I really don't. It's been so long since I've tried stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a minute. Oh, this is terrible too, because I didn't even go 2 loading zones away. I just went 1. So nothing on the bridge comes back, which is super annoying. We might get it now, but I don't even think we do. Look how... Okay, that's kind of pixelated. But this is such an impressive scene. Look at that moon. Crazy, dude. Crazy. I love this game so much. I love this game too much. Alright, and here you're going to see we're pretty low. We should use a potion there. Just because if we die here, that would be embarrassing. It's easy to die, because you kind of just forget. Ooh, we strike multiple times. Fancy, snazzy, whatever you want to say. Yeah, I think there's also like an achievement or something. I shouldn't say achievement. Well, there might be one, but there's like a little badge you get for chaining X amount of times. I say you shouldn't say achievement because it's not like a Steam thing or an Xbox thing, to my knowledge. It's just a thing the game offers. So you have this what is it called again? It's Sky Pirate's Den. Yeah, that's what it's called. And you get these little badges. But yeah, so we're gonna progress here because we're good, honestly. We don't need to do anything further. Like, we could grind forever, but there's not really value in doing that. Oh no. That's King Ramenas. There's blood on his face.
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Bosch.
Captain,
So Bosch is not such a great guy. He's a real problem. He rushed to protect the king, but was he protecting the king? That's the question.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear Captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
This guy, I don't think it's a spoiler. This guy's named Vane, who's talking now. Long-haired guy.
Dalmasca will hate you for it.
Yeah, you just killed, or stabbed Rex at least. This is messed up, dude. Vaughn.
Vaughn.
It's probably obnoxious if I say the lines before they happen. I should stop that. I really should. I love this game so much, though. It's great.
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside, the Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I, to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Ramenas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer too for the noble Princess Ashe, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Ramenas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death.
Honestly, he deserves it. That was messed up.
At this late hour, choose still the sword, are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Now we're in the Garum Scythe waterways. That's exciting. Oh, every scene should have, or every area should have like a loading screen. I think this one's no different.
Vaughn, hurry it up or they'll find us.
Okay, Kites.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
Oh shoot, we're still... My bad. So we don't have as much magic as Rex had, but we do have steel. I do like to steal here. Honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, but it is really cool to do, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, rats are some of the more obnoxious enemies because they just run away. Like you gotta chase them. Like, that's just, you know, I mean, it's what they got, right? Nice. We should be able to get 3 rat pelts here, and then ideally a drop, but I wouldn't bet on it. Like, it's definitely not uncommon to miss. Yeah, we missed it. And rats are hard enemies to find in the earliest parts of the game.
Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert.
And for those of you who have played this, I mean pre-Pinello, it's basically impossible to find him.
That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Nice. A beautiful environment in this game. And this is what I was talking about. We see the royal city of Rabanaster. I'm really hoping Final Fantasy XV lives up to this in environment. I know its story is kind of a little bit rough, but I think environment-wise, I think it could do it.
Huh? What'd you say?
Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
There's the stormtroopers.
We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Which way you're going, Churl? What? My pouch! It's gone! The boy! Get out the way!
Yeah, you know better than to mess with Banga and Seek, dude. I mean, come on.
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
All right. The airships, man.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
All right, we gotta go find Miguelo. World map has been added to the party menu. That's so sick. See, the thing is, I lowered the volume because like it was really loud, and now it's kind of quiet, and now I don't know what to do with my life. And that's where we are. First off, let's just talk to people. You getting into trouble with the Imperials again, Vaughn? We'll try and be careful, if not for your own sake, then for Miguelo and Pinello. All the O's. Always pays to talk to people twice. And on the map, it's kind of cool. You see the green dots. Those kind of tell you what's up. There sure are a lot of Imperials out today. They think they're so great, but I hate them. Oh, this guy's kind of interesting. Hey, mister, you want to hear about the history of Rabanaster? It won't cost you much. What, I gotta eat too, you know? Let's see, 1 gil ought to do it. No thanks. You're no fun. Let's actually hear. He'll kind of tell you like a summary. Okay, so 2 years back, Rabanaster lost the war with the Empire, so it's been 2 years. That's when all the guards came and made us live under the city. The Empire has one person who runs the city and everything. He's called a consul. The new consul's coming today. That's why there's so many guards. Kinda short, huh? Don't worry, I'll try and find some new things to add for next time. And he'll actually add things over the course of the game. So it's worth talking to him just for kind of the fun of it. Some developer worked hard on that. Come on, you gotta, you know, check it out. And yeah, you can go back here, but yeah, I should probably make myself scarce right about now. You can cut the tension with a knife out here on the streets today. Guards at every corner. I can hardly stand it. If anyone asks, I said nothing. Nothing. Understood? I was just down at Miguel's sundries. That Miguel is coming and going, so I'm half afraid he's going to wear the door off its hinges. Okay. I don't know. I'm just the kind of person where I like to talk to everyone. That Miguel has made quite a name for himself, what with the sundry shop of his and all. There's one bongo a fellow could take after. There are some species, like different species in this game. To be honest, I think that's a missed opportunity this game. I love it, and I feel like I'm really critical of things I really like. They should have explored that a lot more than they did. They did a little bit. They do explore it a little bit, but I never find like a homeland for the Sikh, homeland for the bonga. I don't know, maybe the green on that map in the beginning is like bonga territory. I don't know. But like it could have been explored much deeper. It's sweltering even here in the shade. Maybe I'll head up to the sand sea and get something to drink. Step back. Now I haven't finished interrogating these two yet. Only been 2 years since Princess Ash took her own life, but it seems like Rabanaster's been in the Empire forever. Not that I'm complaining, you know, of course. They've closed all the stairs to Lowtown. Can you believe that? I don't care how important today is. This is absurd. Miguelo, fed the new console. Miguelo this, Miguelo that. It's all I ever hear these days. There's a nervous energy running through the whole city today. With the new console coming, I suppose it's to be expected. Everyone sure seems busy today. You, Kites, Pinello, me. Don't worry, I've got my own work to keep me busy. I'm gonna be so rich that... I know. I'll be rich enough to buy an airship. You can ride anytime you want, Vaughn. Oh, I should have gone the other way. I triggered the cutscene.
Ah, Vaughn, I was waiting.
Pinello said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sand Sea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that.
What do you need?
He's gone missing out.
You just try to guess every time.
Pinello on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sand Sea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Alrighty, dude. We're killing it. Came to the East End to do some shopping, but there are so many shops, I don't know where to begin. Oh, I guess, yeah, they are open now. My friend here says there are 14,264 cobblestones in the southern plaza around the corner, not including the tiles in the fountain. But even with the stones by the city gates. Of course, you could be counting the flagstones too. That'd be another matter altogether. Alright, YouTube video right here. Someone count all that. I think it's too hard to tell. I think it's too low res to really see. Like, if I count all the stones here, like, I mean, I guess sort of. Like, in this line that we're standing on, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Are those two? That's just one, right? 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 in a row. And then if we do math, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 80 per square. So 80, 160, 240, 320, something like that. You might be able to figure it out. That's a challenge right there. Do anything suspicious, we'll lock you up so fast your head will spin. Don't think we'll let you off because you're young neither. Oh, I can't imagine you would. None of my business, I know, but Miguel did ask you to go to the Sansi, didn't he? Just that it's not that way, so... Oh, never mind me. Yeah, it's kind of nice because they let you kind of have freedom, but they will kind of tell you, like, hey, you can't be doing that. I made it in from the Esper stand just before they closed the gates, but they still haven't stopped with their questions. My friend's still outside exchanging words with the guards. If the parade starts, who knows how long they'll be stuck out there. Not long before the consul's appointment ceremony begins, the south and west gates have been closed as part of the hide and watch. How inconvenient, honestly. The gate's already closed. I bloody hate dealing with crowds. Do you always talk to strangers this way? Best learn your place, churl. Churl? Churl? Something like that. The south and west gates are closed. If you have business outside the city, show a writ at the east gate and be quick. She'll be closed soon enough. So let's go to the east gate. I don't think we can actually enter at this point. I think we need a writ to leave. What's this? No one passes through the gate without papers, boy. Off with you. Alright. So let's head to the Sansi. Let's do the actual quest, I guess. We can enter the shops, we can talk to people. It's not... I feel like it's probably not worth it at this point. I mean, technically, we could... Sorry, I get so off track when I play these games, because I like talking to everyone, and I feel like it's world building when it happens. Talk to Pinello. Did you finish the chores Miguel sent you off to already? Always have more of a thing on my hand than you better plan... Or, English. Always have more of a thing on hand than you plan to use. That's my philosophy. Better than running out of something when you really need it. I don't know if it's because of the console or not, but things are just a little too on edge around here for my liking. If he thinks tightening his grip on the city will help, he's got another thing coming. People will only resent him the more. Always provide for a supply of restoratives before starting a journey abroad. A potion's ability to instantly rejuvenate health is priceless. I was hoping to come across a bargain or two in honor of the new console's arrival, but no such luck. She's probably Arcadian for sure. Well, have you found kites yet? Bah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the lot of you. Oh, I'm grateful for your help. You work hard when you want to, but lately you don't seem to want to, do you? Dude, Miguel is a parent right now. Oh my gosh. What was it that set me off complaining? Ah, yes, kites. Go find kites. He should be at the Sansi. Hurry now, time's a wasting. And we can't talk to the shop clerk and buy things. We don't need anything. We can also sell items and the rat pelts. There's a kind of a unique thing in this game where you can sell like rat pelts and then unique items will appear. I'm gonna do a little bit of exploiting for something called grimoires as well, but we won't do that at this point. If you talk to certain vendors a certain amount of time, you can get these permanent boosts, which are really helpful. Don't mind me, boy, just inspecting the weapons. Have to be sure nothing inappropriate is making its way to the average citizen, am I right? Some weapons are good for range, some strike quickly. Find a weapon that suits your needs and stick with that. Oh, there's also Moogles, which I think they're almost like at their best in this game. So many weapons, so little gil. Psh, what about all those pelts and fangs from the monsters you've killed? You know the loot, Kupo? That's worth plenty of gil. I know, but it seems such a waste to just sell it all. It's funny because they're explaining why I just explained. Nonsense, you're only making things harder for yourself, Kupo. Why line your purse with loot when you could line it with gil instead? But there's more to it than that. The more loot you sell, the more bizarre goods you're likely to come across. Bizarre goods can be anything from sets of items at discounted prices to rare pieces of equipment you won't see anywhere else, Kupo. Amal. You got Kotetsu. Yeah, I think pretty much every single shop at this point is open with the exception of the Gambit shop. Gambits will be important, but not at this point. We won't get those until later. I keep on messing up the camera. Or is that... What's going on? I'm gonna figure out something here. Gotta have proper protection before striking out looking for adventure, but be sure to pick armor that's right for you. That means finding a piece you have the license to equip. Having armor you can't wear is no better than having no armor at all. I'm hoping this new console can really make things better in Rabanastre. I'm ready to put war and suffering behind me. Woman asked me for some advice on choosing the right piece of armor. Thought I'd give her the lecture. It's kind of a shame I can't talk to her. Panamus. Yeah, this stuff isn't terrible. Again, I don't really think it's worth buying anything at this point. That will become relevant later on. Yugi's Magics? It's you, Grieva, yeah. I'm sorry, we're still getting the shop in order. Please call again soon. If you plan to dabble in magic, you'll need to be wary of elementals. They won't normally bother you, but they're sensitive to magics. When they sense the working of magics nearby, they react by attacking the caster with magics of their own, and they're frightfully powerful. Things certainly are bustling over at Miguelos. I hear he's in charge of preparations for the console's fete. Dude, what is going on with the camera? It, is goofy, and it's probably me. As I understand it, walking around can restore spent magical energies, but I can't for the life of me understand why. Magix is a fickle mistress. I mean, it for sure has to be because of, like, magic in the area, right? Like, that's gotta be it. Oh, Vaughn, how you doing? Lots of people out today. Thought I might try out some of those tricks you showed me. He's going to prison. 100% prison. When it comes to techniques, no adventurer worth his salt would leave home without Libra. If you plan on fighting monsters, it's a must. Libra lets you see how tough your foe is before you fight, so it's scan. So you can decide if you're an even match. It will also show you a foe's weaknesses, but it won't work on every monster out there. Particularly difficult foes are immune to Libra, and there is another secret as well. I forget what the other secret is. Want a word of advice from an old adventurer, boy? Don't squander your gil on techniques you've not got the license to use. Best to earn your licenses out fighting first, then come buy what you need. Techniques are skills that let you do things no magics can. Stealing treasure from your foes, stanching wounds. You should give them a try. Still learning your way around the battlefield? It can help to set goals for yourself. Say going from hunting rats to wolves. If you really want to set your sights high, you should pay a visit to the notice board over in the Sand Sea. That's actually where we're heading. I'm really looking forward to the parade for the new console. If they're going to all this trouble, he must really be someone important. I am Baton, and this is my technique shop. We are still preparing for today's business. Why don't you try back again in a little while? Nice. That's pretty cool. Innocently walking past the sand sea I was when a sudden thirst seized me. But I ain't going in. Gotta save my gill. Alright, we've been postponing long enough. Let's go talk to Kites.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
Creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
The rogue tomato. The rogue mandragora.
Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit.
I like Tamaj. I don't know. He's a very likable kind of intro.
Welcoming? We should be... Whatever. Say, Tamaj, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
That's right. Vaughn, you should give it a shot.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think you can even see, like, on the notice board, they do show some of the monsters you will face in the future, which is kind of cool. Like, I see the wolf. I see the ghost. I forget their names, but I recognize their types. So here's how it works. People post bills here on the notice board when they have a monster they need taken care of. Headhunters track people, right? Well, hunters track monsters. The monster you're hunting is called your mark. Here's the bill I posted for the rogue tomato, the mark I petitioned to have hunted. Do you want to hear all the details? I think I'm going to say yeah. I get it, but yeah. Let's start with accepting hunts. You can't just take a look at the board, then go running off to hunt the mark. You'll miss out on the bounty. You got to talk to the person who posted the bill, the petitioner, first. Let him know you're going on the hunt. So take this rogue tomato bill, for example. I posted it, so I'm the petitioner. You have to come talk to me. Let's call that step done, okay? Once your agreement's in place, the petitioner will tell you how to find the mark. Then you hunt it, report back, and claim the bounty. Oh, and I'll give you something to help keep track of your hunts. A clan primer. Use it to refresh your memory about hunts you've accepted. Go ahead and take this while you're at it. Just a little something to commemorate your first hunt. Oh, that's for HP. Nice. Looks like you can't even equip that yet. Know why? You don't have the license for it. Think of licenses as mileposts, marking your progress as your combat skills improve. Swords, bows, black magics, white magics, none of it does you a lick of good until you have the license to use it. Same goes for that armlet. Tamaj, how can I equip this great treasure you've bestowed on me, you ask? Easy. Learn by doing. Let's give it a try. Oh shoot. I have a whole list of jobs I'm going to give everyone. I better pull it up right now. Alright. Alright, I'm pulling up the good stuff. I say as I'm still pulling up the good stuff. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I think Vaughn's a Shikari / Black Mage. you obtain a writ of transit. The east gate's the one you'll want to head out. Once you've taken care of that mark for me, let me know. Your work won't go unrewarded. Dude, what a nice guy. What a nice fella. Try equipping the Orakia, I don't know how to say it, armlet. Try equipping the armlet. Use the licenses command in the party menu to obtain the accessories 1 license. Then use the equip command to equip it. Once you've chosen a license board, you won't be able to change it right away, so choose wisely. No. You must choose a license board in order to obtain licenses. There are 12 boards, each allowing you to develop a character with unique abilities. Once you can enter the clan hall, you can change boards there. Yeah, the person that commented this, because they kind of posted on Reddit, like, recommended, they think Shikari Black Mage for Vaughn. I think Shikari for sure, and we'll go with that for now. Because, I mean, warrior who fights nimbly, steel, daggers, that is Vaughn across the board. Alright, and then we do have enough LP license points to equip it. Killing it. And now we can actually go towards Vaughn now and make that change. You can also choose to optimize, but I don't think that touches accessories, as we see there. But yeah. And then you get a little bit more HP, defense, and magic resistance. I mean, that's perfect. Have you seen how many guards they've stationed in the southern plaza? I suppose it makes sense. That is where the city gates are. If you find yourself by Miguel's, you should take a look. Not every day you see that many Imperials in one place. I hear there's a mark out in the Ester Sand. Of course, the Imperials are too busy securing the city to worry over troubles beyond her walls. How are you, Vaughn? That creature in the desert has us chasing after supplies from dawn till dusk. Someone better do something and quick. A parade to install this new console. They're just looking for an excuse to flaunt their might. We'll let the fools strut, I say. Hi, Vaughn. Something I can help you with? No, not at all. You'll never find that rogue tomato standing around in here. The Imperials have started walking down the gates for the parade, but you ought to be able to get out if you show them that writ I gave you. Just talk to the watch by the east gate in the southern plaza. You shouldn't have any trouble. Yeah, this is one of the Final Fantasies where we've gone pretty far into it, but they definitely make things easy. Final Fantasy I never would have given us a hint like that. They would have been like, I don't know, find a writ, man. Good luck. I heard you could still leave the city through the east gate, but then when I tried to pass, I was turned away. Turns out they're only letting people through on business for the Fete. Would it kill them to bend the rules? Hope they didn't hear that. I'm sorry, but the balcony is reserved for members of the Imperial Watch. Or so they've decided, at least. They're nothing more than 2-bit sellswords, if you ask me. Who gave you leave to come up here, boy? The balcony's reserved for the Imperial Watch, you hear? Very, very great. This game is great. Sorry, I know I've been gushing the entire time, but it's really fantastic. So yeah. So here, this is not the direction to go, but here we can kind of talk to more people. Such a grand city. Why, even the locals must need a map to find their way. Go ahead, look at your map. There's no shame in it. Yeah, so we're kind of approaching top area. This is the Gambit shop, I want to say. Or no, it's the elevator. All traffic with Glowtown is suspended until the new console reaches the palace. The most important thing in a fight, a level head on your shoulders. Beast great and small roam abroad. Be sure to know what you face before charging into battle. Oh, Vaughn, it's you. Even 2 years later, sometimes I look at you and see Rex. Can't turn around without running into an Imperial today. Times like this, it's best to just keep your head down and stay out of trouble. First the parade, then the Fete. This console must be an important man. He's super duper important. No loitering. Can't keep watch with the likes of you standing around. We're under strict orders to arrest suspicious characters, boy. I haven't the slightest interest in this Imperial parade. It will only remind me of the princess's wedding to the Prince Wrestler. I didn't have the clearest view of them then, but I could tell how happy they were, if only things had turned out differently. There are those who care little for the Empire, no doubt. They are the reason behind the show of Imperial force today. We're on heightened watch until the Consul's inauguration ceremony is complete. Parts of the city are off limits for the duration. Don't worry, lad. I know the watch has been a bit rough today, but things should get back to normal soon enough once the parade is over. Isn't Rabanastre marvelous? Fascinating in ways wholly different from Arcades. I've even taken to the local fashion. They're locking the city down tight, which suits me fine. I'm happy to stay right here. Don't believe me? Head down to the gates and see for yourself. Yeah, there's quite a lot of people today. They're holding a banquet in the palace after the parade is over. Delicacies and delectables the likes of us will never taste, boy. Not now, boy. I'm on duty. Peddle your wares elsewhere, eh? Oh, you've got your primer. So you have, well. What are you standing about out here for? In with ya. Can't quite recall your face. Are you new? Might want to pay special heed to what the folks inside have to say. Were you going in or not? Let me in. Welcome to the Clan Hall. What are you looking at? This ain't no place for children. Him? He's an exception. His parents were both hunters, and they were friends of mine to boot. That is until they set out on a hunt for this one most notorious mark. But I'll avenge them, be sure of it. I've been keeping an ear to the ground, listening for any sign of that mark ever since. That's what this place is all about. A deadly serious business, this. Not to be taken lightly, you hear? New member, are ya? My name's Bonsat. I'm a hunter here in Clan Centurio. Pleased to meet you. You look like you barely know which end of the sword goes in the monster. Don't do anything to hurt the clan, or yourself. What a jerk. Are you new here, Kupo? My advice for you? Always be sure to check for the latest bills. Never know when a new one might be posted, Kupo. No matter the notice board you check, the bills will be the same. So go to the nearest one and you're set, Kupo. So Tamaj recommended you to the clan, did he? I bet he pretended he didn't even know about the clan hall. If he had told you where it was, he'd be in trouble. Finding the clan hall is one of the tests to join the clan. Where you go from here is up to you. What have we here? A newcomer, eh? Monteblanc's the founder of our clan, so be sure to show him the proper respect. Our job's to travel about accepting hunts from the boards, gathering news about marks that need to be dealt with right away, elite marks and the like. Yes? What is it you need? I am Kajin, a hunter of Clan Centurio. To know my boundaries, did I join the clan? It is a wellspring of information about powerful marks. A new clan member, I am McEnroe. A pleasure, I'm sure. Unlike our other members, I cannot participate in hunts. My specialty lies in the collection of information. If you have a question about one of your marks, ask. I will tell you what I know. And it's Monteblanc. Kupo, yours is a new face. Are you a hunter? Welcome to our clan hall. I'm Monteblanc, founder of Clan Centurio. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kupo. Our clan has a very strict entrance examination. We should begin yours at once. And you pass? Moogles are quick to make up their minds, Kupo. That was crazy. Okay. Here in the clan hall, you'll hear about especially dangerous marks you won't find posted on any board the moment they rear their ugly heads. Well, I'll get on with filing the necessary clan membership certificates. I'll be finished in no time flat. Kupo, I nearly forgot. Now that you're a member, you can make purchases from our clan shop in the Muthru Bazaar. Be sure to stop by, Kupo. Oh, one more thing. The magics and techniques you learn on the license board come in real handy on a hunt, Kupo. If, say, you're thinking you'd like to make some adjustments to someone's board, well, Kupo, I'm the Moogle you need to come see. Happy hunting. And just like that, we can change jobs now. That's exciting. I don't think I will change jobs, but I can. Listen, churro, you get into trouble, do it properly. Or do it proper like. Make a name for yourself. I want the bounty on your head to be worth the trouble. I do hope the parade drums up some business. I've just come from the bazaar, but I can scarcely afford a thing. I think we can enter now that we've hopefully evaded the Imperials. You'll recognize this as the area we stole the pouch from. I saw you pick the pouch at that Imperial. I won't judge you for doing what you must, but you're asking for trouble. Rex would tell you the same. You'd never know it to look at me, but I used to be a sky pirate. I worked and finally had enough money to buy me a beaten up old airship. Nothing up to... Then I had to put a bigger... Nothing? Oh, nothing up to then. Had put a bigger smile on my face. Okay, cool. I can't read, apparently. The Imperials have sealed off all the gates leading out of the city. It's been my friend here in a foul mood. He won't shut up about it. Welcome to the Muthru Bazaar. Finest goods in all Rabanastre. Deals not to be missed. Heh. Up to your usual work, boy. The Watcher out in force today. Best not try your luck. You'll not be picking many pockets from a dungeon, eh? I reckon this is one of the best views down in Lowtown you'll find from the city streets. Yeah, you can kind of see where everyone lives. It's storage, except for people. I've come across the Estersand to stock up on a few things. I always find the most unusual goods here in the Muthru Bazaar, a merchant's paradise. Speaking of the Estersand, I'm lucky I made it through when I did. Some red-painted beastie's been causing trouble. I might have been killed. Spices, authentic Bancourt spices. What do you say? Care for a pinch or two? Business has been slow these days. I've been looking for something new to sell, you know? Try to turn things around. If I don't come up with something soon, I may have to close shop. I have no time to be worrying about parades and banquets. The Imperials give us leave to manage the bazaar with some measure of freedom. It's in their own interest, really. Without places like this for people to let off steam, tension would boil over into the streets. And then... Heard the boss gave you the okay, but it's not that simple, lad. We've got strict rules you gotta abide by here. The things I can sell you depend on your clan rank. You want to crack at the good stuff? Best raise your rank. I doubt you'll be disappointed. Didn't mean to talk your ear off. Go on and take a look at what we have. For your rank, of course. Green magic. Miguel played his hand well. Not everyone is lucky enough to be the provisioner for the consul's fete. I've got some catching up to do. I never imagined Rabanastre to be so delightful. A bustling center of trade and commerce with just a hint of the exotic. Hey there, boy. Got the lowdown on any good marks to be hunting? Haven't had a chance to check the board over in the Sandsea today. I'm running an errand for the boss. Why go straight back, though, when I can take my time? Sometimes I do it just to annoy him. I've heard mention of some easy way to move him around the city, but whatever it is, it's closed on account of the heavy guard for the ceremony. Hey there, Vaughn. Glad to see you're doing all right. You may want to think twice before picking any more Imperial pockets, though. You always were raising some kind of trouble. I remember Rex was always fussing at you about one thing or the other. Ah, those were the days. Not many Imperials around here. Just the way I likes it. Always walking about like their night soil smells better than the rest of ours. The Knights of Damaska. They knew how to treat a person with respect. That's fair. Alright. Watch your purse if you're heading down to the bazaar. The place is thick with thieves. I suppose you know all about that, though, huh? A couple of guards were after someone, but looks like they gave up and went back to their post. Maybe the parade's starting soon. Yeah, it sucks for that guard. Wonder what happened. Wonder what happened to his pouch. Who's to say? Okay. I think we already talked to that guy. I made it in from the Esther Sand just before they closed the gates, but my friend was stopped. Okay, yeah, I can take something for him. Excellent, you should find him just outside the East Gate, a bongo like myself. And don't go selling that to pocket that gil for yourself, you hear? Yeah, it's a little bit of like an unmarked quest we can do. Pretty much every quest is unmarked, to be honest. The South and West gates are closed. If you business outside the city, show over at the East Gate. He's probably just going to say, Sam, do you talk to strangers? Yeah. His Excellency the Consul is worried the hide and watch will make the small folk uneasy. Be thankful he's such a considerate man. Yeah, I'm super thankful. It's getting on for 2 years. Dalmasca has been a province of the Empire. You'd think people would learn to accept it. Gates closed until the Consul's appointment.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed. Magello. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
We made it. Alright, and then with our small package, we talk to this guy. My companion and I arrived together, but they singled out my goods for inspection. I've been held up here all day. You came from the city, yes? Did a Banga merchant happen to give you an item to deliver? Yeah, here it is. Well, what do you know? My thanks, boy. Help me out of a tight spot you have. Head into the desert, are you? Best watch yourself out there. Get into any fights? Just be sure to keep well healed, hear me? Mind your wounds or the next blow you take could be your last. Had myself caught up by the tail a time or two out there, let me tell you. Thanks for your help, boy. This won't get me into the city any sooner, but it should help pass the time. Mind what I told you about traveling the desert. Tend to your wounds or you assume you feeding the wolves, eh? Alright. Oh, I'm on the Fawn Coast? Crazy. I didn't realize I got that far. Cool. Alright, well, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We are going to end it here for today. And when we come back, we will talk to everyone here, and then we'll head out to the desert. Good times. But see you next time.